Hello, everyone. This is Carolyn Cooper from SimplyAlign.com. And I've got one of our certified Simply Aligned practitioners here with me again for a nice little chat. And this is Tammy Olsen. And I'm just going to let Tammy tell us a little bit about herself to start us off.
Well, thanks, Carolyn. So I am a veteran. I served in the Air Force for 12 years before I adopted, my husband and I adopted our two boys from Peru. I flew KC-135s and I taught at the Air Force Academy as well. And I just finished being a high school teacher teaching aviation to the high school in our area. And I will be flying for Breeze Airways here in a few months. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Awesome. You have such a cool history and life, not just history, but and present. That's amazing. And you've been with Simply Align a long time. Like I don't know what year it was when you first took the training.
2009. I can tell you that for sure because we had just adopted the boys. So yeah, 2009.
Ah, okay. So what is the thing that you love most about Simply Align? Like working with your family, you've done that a lot, and you also
Yes.
have clients, and
Yes.
it's not either or, it's and both.
Right.
But what do you have to say to that? Like, what do you find the most meaningful for you in this work?
I love working with people and their generational things, their generational history. A lot of times things have come down from our families, through those lines, and they come to us and we get the opportunity to maybe clean up some stuff that we don't really love about that. And so I love working with
Yeah,
generational things.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is amazing. It's nice to know that there is something that can be done about that. Like a lot of people
Right.
just they think as far as inheritance is, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. But no, we can help
No.
release some of those emotions and
Yeah,
patterns.
I actually have a really cool story about that. Um, one of my clients that I was working with, she was just wondering about some things, some maybe attitudes or thoughts that she was having that were causing doubts for her to move forward in her business. And so we realized that she had some generational things there, and we went all the way back. And oddly enough, well, I guess it wasn't really odd for her. She's African American, and there were a lot of things that were stuck with her ancestors during the Civil War and before the Civil War because they were enslaved. And so, man, it was really nice to be able to shift that and move that not only for her but for all of them as well.
Oh, that's a great story. Yeah, and so often sometimes we're very conscious that we're carrying things, and
Right.
sometimes there's extra baggage that we're not even conscious of, and science has shown now that there's we inherit things through the DNA. So
Right.
that's a good story. Tammy, what is something that you wish people knew about energy healing? Or
I'm a
maybe
really
you would like to
yeah.
that you would like to share with people about it.
Sure. Well, I'm a really logical person as a pilot, right? I also have an engineering degree and I think pretty logically. I'm not very woo-woo. So I guess I would like people to know that you can be normal. Um, you don't have to be way far out there to want to use energy work to help. There's so many things that just make sense about energy. I mean, my bachelor's degree is in electrical engineering and it's all about energy and how energy works. And so it makes sense to me, even though I can't see it.
Wow, that's a fantastic answer to that. I forgot that your degree was in electrical engineering. I love how you tied that in and how it how actually that helps you trust like this kind of intangible work.
Right. I've always loved how you talked about the cell phone and how you love your cell phone and you're grateful that it works. You don't know how it works, but it works, and it's the same kind of thing with this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Um, so what advice, so that was good advice right there. But what advice would you give somebody who's thinking about getting into energy work, or it could be taking a session, having a session,
Sure.
and also somebody who's thinking about taking the training and getting trained to do it themselves?
Sure. I think probably my biggest advice for doing a session would be to find somebody that you feel really comfortable in and you connect with on some level, whether it's something that you have in common or you just feel really good when you're around them. Um, if even if you've never met them and it's kind of an online thing, if you feel good thinking about having a session with them, then I think that's probably a really good first step. If you're thinking about taking the course, please do, because wow, I have just learned so much over the years, not only from Carolyn, but from the other practitioners. Everybody is so original. And they have so many gifts. So not only does the training bring out the gifts that you have that you can help other people with, but you're blessed to be able to learn and receive from the gifts that the other people in the class and the other practitioners have.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. We have an awesome community, and
We
I
really
love how it's so supportive. And so like everybody gives and shares and supports, and it's
right. It's not competitive at all, which I love.
yeah. Like, and it's just been so fun for me doing these interviews because I ask the same set of questions to everybody, and everybody is so unique, and everyone answers them a little bit differently. So yeah, just like bring who you are, bring all your authenticity, and I'll give you a framework, and you go out and help the world in the way that's best for you. Like I
Right.
love we've got you who's like, I'm super logical. I'm a pilot, I'm an engineer, and this actually makes sense to me. So I love that. Um, how do you personally stay centered and aligned?
Ooh, I use a lot of meditation. I use prayer. I love to go out in nature. So just being outside a lot of times helps me to be centered. So those are probably my big three: nature,
Mhm.
prayer, meditation.
Ah, those are good. Those are the big three, aren't they? So do you have, before we wrap up, do you have any other thoughts or stories or anything else you want to share?
Mm. I am just really grateful for all of the people that I've met in Simply Aligned and for all of the things that I've been able to personally work on. And so as I've worked on things, it helps me to be better at helping others.
Well
When I
said.
when they take out my trash, then there's more room to help other people.
Nice. So Tammy, where can people get a hold of you?
So my website is Tammy S. Olsen. So it's TAMMY as in Sam, Olsen, OLSEN.com.
Okay, I'm glad you spelled that. So many ways to spell Olson and Tammy. So
Exactly.
thank you, thank you. And your name's on your Zoom right here.
Awesome.
Shows up on the video, I'm not sure, but thank you so much. Thanks for chatting with me today, and all the links for the practitioner pages below. If you're thinking about you want a session, you want to try this stuff out, you can go to our directory page and find Tammy there and a whole host of others. And if you're ready to take a Simply Aligned training, there's a link to the training there too. Come and check it out. It could rock your world in the best way. Thanks, Tammy.
Thanks, Carolyn.